Hello everyone, welcome back to another video lecture. My name is Mirza Naeem. In this video, we are going to do a problem on shear force and bending moment diagram for a cantilever beam. Without any further delay, let's get started. Problem number 4. A cantilever beam of length 2 meters. So cantilever beam of length 2 meters carries the point load draw shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for a cantilever beam, right? So here is the diagram. The diagram will give in the question, no need to worry. So it's a cantilever beam, that means one end will be fixed and another end will be free. So this is your cantilever beam. We'll extend this. Okay, so 3 point loads are acting on this beam. Here, another one is here, and another one is here. Okay, so 800 newtons, 500 newtons and 300 newtons. Let's say this is A, B, C and D. Okay, so now the distance, the total distance is given in the question, that is 2 meters. Okay, so total length will be 2 meters. So length of this point B from point A will be 0.5 meters, 0.5 meters. From A to C, that is 0.7 meters. So 0.7, 0.5, so what is left? 0.7 meters. Okay, so this is your question. So what is the first step? The first step is to find out support reactions. So we'll find out support reactions. So step number 1, as always, we need to find support reactions. So that is calculate support reactions. Calculate support reactions. So I know summation of f of y, or I will write summation of vertical forces equals to 0 from equilibrium equation. So I can write all the vertical forces. So one is here, another one is here, that is RA, and this one will be RD, right? So all the values are here except RA. So we need to find RA. We need to find RA, that is RA minus, so it is upward direction, so we take positive, and opposite direction, that is downward direction, will take negative. So minus 800 minus 500, so because the point C load is downward direction, that's why minus, and minus 300, right, equals to 0. From here we can find out easily, that is RA equals to, bring this to your left hand side, so 800 plus 500 plus 300, and RA will be 1600 newtons, right? 1600 newtons. Clear? We got Ra. So next step is to find out shear force. For shear force, we know the sign convention. So I will remind you again. So if it is going down on your left, let's say this is our axis, that means it is negative. So if it is go upward direction towards your right, we can take positive. Clear? So now we will try to find out shear force. That is step number 2. Step number 1, calculate the support reaction. As always, to find out support reaction, then we will find out shear force at all the points. So shear force F. So we'll find out shear force at point A. So here, so that means our axis xx will be here. So I am taking the right hand, or I can take this is a starting point of my shear force, that is Ra. So we know that Fa will be equals to Ra, because there is only one reaction, that is Fa equals to same as Ra. What is Ra? 1600 newtons. So 1600 newtons. So next we have to find out shear force at B. So next step is to find out shear force at B. So I am moving this axis to B, right? So whatever the force is on my left or on my right, I am taking here. So this is my axis. I am taking all the forces on my left. Okay, on my left. I will move from here to here, then C, then D. So at here, let's draw the axis xx. So what all the forces are there at A, B, that is FB, which is shear force denoted by F, and FB equals to RA is there minus RB, it's going downward direction, right? RA is upward direction, that means for axis, for left I will take positive, and the right, that is exactly at B, it is going downward direction, that's why minus 300. So no other forces I have to consider, because I am calculating shear force at point B. So from here I can get FB equals to, so what is RA? We got 1600 minus 300. So we got 1300 newtons. So FB equals to 1300 newtons. Next we'll find out shear force at C. So I'm moving this axis at point C. Simple, right? So what all the forces on my left to this axis I'm considering, that is RA and B, that is 300 kilonewton and 500 kilonewton. So I can write FC equals to RA, which is positive, and B and C will be negative, that is minus 300 minus 500. So what is RA? We know RA is 1600 minus 300 minus 500. Put this on your calci, or directly you can say that FC equals to so what is the value of FC? So FC we got, that is 800 newtons. Next I am moving this axis line at D. So I am taking all the left hand forces, that is A, B, C and D. So I can write F shear force at point D, right? Shear force at point D, that will be FD, represented by FD, equals to RA, which is positive, minus 300 minus 500 minus 300 minus 500 downward direction minus 800. So we got 0, because let me write 1600 minus 300 minus 800 minus 800. So we got FD equals to 0. So we got FA, FB, right, FB, FC and FD. So all the points, all the axes, we calculated shear force. Now the third step is to find out bending moment. So we know that for cantilever beam the total moment will be at point A, because it is free end. That's why the bending moment is always 0 in the case of cantilever beam. Right, now we'll find out bending moment. So step number 3, bending moment. Bending moment. So totally whenever we are doing problems on shear force and bending moment, we have 4 steps. First step is to find out support reaction, second step is shear force, and third step is bending moment, and the fourth step is to draw shear force and bending moment diagram. Right, clear? So no other steps. So bending moment at A. So I'm taking bending moment at A, that is MA equals to, so coming all the way from right to left. So taking the moment from here to here, because the maximum bending moment will be at A, so I'm taking from D. So the value of D is 800 and it is creating hogging. So I will draw here. So this force, that is 800 newtons, which is creating a hogging moment. It's not creating a smiley moment, it's creating a sad moment. So like this is hogging moment. So if it is making the beam, if the load is making the beam sagging moment, we take positive. If that force making the beam into hogging, we take negative. Right, clear? So first, to understand, to remember, if the load makes the beam smile, take positive. If the load makes the beam sad, that means negative. So that is for your to remember. That is a trick actually. MA equals to minus 800 into what is the total distance? 2 meters. So we know that moment is nothing but the load into perpendicular distance. Load into total perpendicular distance, that is 2 meters. Again minus, because again it will create the hogging moment. So 500 into what is the distance? You have to add 0.7 meters plus 0.5 meters, that is multiplied by 1.2 meters. So 1.2 meters, fine. Then again minus 300 into what is the perpendicular distance till A, that is given already, that is multiplied by 0.5 meters. Clear? If you put this on your calc sheet, we get minus 1600 minus 600 minus 150. 1600, 600 and 150. So MA we got minus 2350 Newton per meter, not Newton by meter. So for bending moment, the units are Newton multiplied by meter, right? So this is the bending moment at A. So now we'll find out bending moment at B. Here at free hand it will be 0, right? So I will write here bending moment at B here. So now you have to consider these two loads. Okay, forget about this A reaction, you have to consider D and C because we are calculating bending moment at this. That means our axis is here. Let us think it is fixed here. We have to find out the bending moment. So calculate from right to left. So I can write MB equals to, can you say this? Yes, minus 800 into what is the distance? Not 2 meters. So we are taking moment here. That means you have to calculate distance by adding 0.7 meters plus 0.7 meters, that is 1.5 meters, right? Minus 500 into 0.7 meters. Clear? From here we can get minus 1200 minus 350. So MB equals to how much? Minus 1550 Newton per Newton meter. Okay, Newton meter. Clear? We got MA and MB. Now we'll calculate moment at C. Moment at C. So MC will equals to, so take the axis here, forget about A and B, now you have to calculate only this part, right? The load, that is 800, which is making the beam sagging, that is hogging, minus 800 into 0.7, right? So minus 800 into 0.7. So we got minus 640 Newton meter. So we got MC as minus 240 Newton meter. Then bending moment at D will be 0. MD equals to 0 Newton per meter. Okay, so you got shear force values, you got bending moment values. The fourth step is to draw shear force and bending moment diagram. First we need to draw the free body diagram. So this is our beam. Okay, we have a load here, that is 800 newtons, another here 500 newtons, and another one is here, that is 300 newtons. This is A, B, C and D. Extend the reference lines. Okay, if it is not straight, please ignore. It should be straight. Next, draw the baseline for shear force. First we'll draw shear force, then bending moment. So we got the value at FA, that is FA equals to 1600, right? 1600, that means it has to raise till 1600, which is positive. That's why I'm drawing above the baseline. So it is 0. If it is negative, we have to shift to positive to negative, right? So 1600, there is no other load in between A and B. So that means it will continue till B. Okay. then we got the value that is 1300. So this is 1300 at B. So come back to 1300. Okay, this is our 1300. So next there is no other load between B and C, that means it will continue till C, right, till C. What is the value of shear force at C? We got 800, that means 1300, 800, so somewhere here 800, right. There is no other load, so just continue till D. We got 800 at D, right, so no need to come back, so it is 800. So this is how your shear force looks like. So this is 1300, 800, 800. So shade this part, and let me tell you, it is positive, positive, positive. We got all the positive values for shear force, right. So now we'll draw the baseline for bending moment. So this is a baseline for bending moment. Okay. So let's say this is A. We got minus, so moment at A we got minus 2350 Newton meter. So we need to draw below the baseline because it is 0. We know that. So below the baseline it is 2350 Newton meter, right. So we got, extend these lines, reference lines. Okay. So we got bending moment at B, that is 1500. So 1500 Newton meter. So join this line. Okay. So we got 640, that means below this 640, above 1500, that is 640 somewhere here, 640 Newton meter. So join this, and we know that at D the bending moment is 0. So just join this line. So this is your bending moment diagram. Okay, this is your bending moment diagram. So which is negative, negative. All the values are in negative. So you can see here the maximum bending moment is at A because it is going to carry all the loads. It is going to hold all the loads. That means the moment has to be at A because D is free and it is free to move. There is no movement here. It will be fixed. That's why it have a vertical reaction, a horizontal reaction as well as a movement, right. So that's it for today's class. Hope you like the class. If you don't understand any point, you can contact me, and if you're new to my channel, please do subscribe. It's free, and see the playlist of strength of materials. Till then, take care, be safe.